Well, this time we haven't been at the school yet, but I think we've seen bits and pieces being implemented, and we see a strong desire to change the school. But at the same time, I think there's a certain amount of frustration because change takes time and it involves many people and so on. So it'll be very interesting to go there tomorrow and see. The purpose of this week's training and what we're trying to offer is really a toolbox. We call it a toolbox for learning or for development, really. So each day we implement a series of models or tools and we try them out in workshops with the idea that this should be brought back to the school and to the kids and to the other teachers. And on Friday we're having like a session with the whole school. It would be fantastic. What we are trying to offer within the framework of APE is really the capacity to develop a school. Of course we have the pedagogical model and stuff like that that we bring with us. But the whole idea is to build a strong capacity for change and innovation in that school. Well, I think the challenges of education today, and the challenges of teachers, is basically the same that it has been always. Education should be about the future. That now when we're trying to change education, there's so many parts that has to be involved. Because our kids, if we look at them, they have already moved on into a different kind of society. So that's the basic challenge, I think. You have to constantly renew the concept of learning and education. But then there are some things that are constant as well, I think, that is engaging children in learning and making them love learning so that they will continue to do this. Because that's something that wasn't required 100 years ago, where we could, so to speak, vaccinate kids with a doses of knowledge and they could use that knowledge throughout their lives, and that's not functional anymore. So. Well, the challenge for us this week is to bring what we do here at the Ministry in the training and bring it out into the classrooms at La Banderita. And we do this in steps because we try to educate teachers, of course, and exchange ideas with them. But then I think the thing we're trying to do this week is to make a peer-to-peer approach on this, so that we're not the donors, if you like, of a pedagogical content or idea. It's rather the teachers of La Banderita themselves taking some simple tools and concepts that we've used and making it work in a new context. I think one important thing of the stuff we do during this week is that we create a common framework for teachers. We introduce concepts and we discuss them and we get a deeper understanding of these concepts. And that is something that people outside of this program doesn't have, but they could create it. And at the same time, this is, you could say, a basic trait of good schools, that the teachers and the staff and of course the management share common concepts, talk, so to speak, the same language. And that is something we're trying to contribute to during this week.